Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Views from the Bridge, where we have powerful conversations that impact our industry. Today, we are joined by the powerful Shanyelle Young of S. Young Realty and Associates. Welcome, Shanyelle.
Hi, Amina. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here with us and sharing of your time, because I know you're super busy running a very diverse real estate brokerage. So tell us about your company.
Well, Amina, you know, being a fellow Bridge member, how hard I have worked for diversity, inclusion, and equity in our industry. So when I started my company, it was just so important to me that I had diversity and have a clear focus on diversity. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure what that was going to look like, but it pretty much evolved into a company of successful women. I mean, all women. So I'm super proud of that. So I have an all-women team. I have, and I'll just tell you, I'll list them. I have 3 women who identify as African-American. I have 2 white women, in which one is transgender, and I have a Latinx. And of course, I am African-American. So that's been truly, and then I have the whole age gamut. I have 22 to 53.
I love it. I love it. What a beautiful melting pot. It must just be so much fun going to work at your brokerage. So,
oh, it's been a blessing.
Why is it important to have diversity in a brokerage, Shanyelle?
Well, not only in a real estate brokerage, but any company today. I think we are just so short-sighted and almost shooting ourselves in the foot if our companies are not fostering and showcasing diversity. So I see many real estate agents that are homogeneously white, and I feel like the powers that be have made no efforts whatsoever towards diversity. And you know, BIPOC realtors and clients are watching. They're watching us, and they're putting their money and supporting companies who support diversity, especially what's going on today. I mean, if your advertisements and your marketing propaganda only show white men or white couples or same-sex couples achieving the American dream, you have totally missed the boat. And not have you only missed the boat, I mean, it's just like antiquated. I mean, there are just too many BIPOC people of color entering into the market. And, you know, it's just, you're just leaving money on the table as a broker or any company at this point, if you do not see that.
Yeah.
My opinion.
No, I totally agree with you, because, you know, as one of the leaders for our company's social equity task force, and we're putting a greater emphasis on it. It pains my heart to know that not all companies are doing this, Shanyelle. So I agree with you 100% that this is very important in a time like this. So what should the larger companies, or just any other companies or brokers, what should they be doing to become more diverse?
I think brokers should actively seek out BIPOC realtors or any realtor in the underrepresented market or category, I should say. And I think brokers should make it, brokers and management should make it a safe and comfortable environment for them. There should be active training on avoiding things like microaggressions, avoiding talk of racism, talk of any hate speech. You know, even some of the political speech today is very discriminatory. I mean, I think it's up to the leaders of the company to make that a mandate. So for instance, things that happen in a lot of agencies, because I speak to a lot of realtors and just getting a lot of different feedback. Don't assume that all Black realtors know their way around all urban areas. That comes up a lot, where a white broker or someone in the office someone may say, oh, I'm looking in Hartford. Oh, I have a client looking in New Haven. And then they turn to the only realtor of color in the office and say, do you know where such and such street is? I mean, it's just as crazy as it sounds. It's so commonplace. Another biggest complaint I hear is when a broker will always give any Black client that walks into the office to the Black realtor, or any Indian client to the only Indian realtor. And that's just, that's just crazy today. I mean, I think our clients, especially our millennial clients, they are looking for diversity. I mean, it's just so painful to see, as you said. So I have a realtor in my office who left another brokerage for this kind of same nonsense. I mean, there was always talk around the water cooler. We really don't have water coolers that much anymore, but there was always talk in the office, and she always felt out of place. And I want to plug one of my mentors, Joanne Breen, who is an amazing broker. And she is also the immediate past president of CTR. But in our book club last week on white fragility, she said something really powerful. And she said, and she was a very successful broker, but she said she wished she had spent more time asking her realtors of color or any unrepresented member, how are you doing? How are things going out there in the field? Are you experiencing any racism from your colleagues, or how about even from your clients? Is there any discriminatory practices going on in the office? So to me, that's giving a safe space for someone to say, and also it gives the broker an opportunity to address it and make some changes. No one's asking to be treated special, although I feel like we do get treated special. And not so much in a good special way. Yeah. Well, I just thought that was an excellent and powerful moment, and just a really good thing for a broker to say and practice. So, and I'll be honest, I had a couple brokers call me because something discriminatory or racial had went down in their office, and they, as white brokers, did not know how to deal with it to help their people of color, their realtors in their office. And I thought that was, I just thought that was awesome that they called, not only me, but they felt the need to seek outside help to know how to deal with this. We don't have, like in most cases, human resources. We don't have training. This is something that, we're working on. But right now, I give everyone a safe place. My phone and my ears is a safe place to ask for questions if you are struggling with how to maintain your brokerage and have it be diverse. So.
I love that. And I love that you touched on the unconscious bias piece of it, because I think that is kind of the really critical area where you just don't know when you're doing it by having the Black customer that walk in automatically be assigned to the Black agent. You may not think that you're doing something wrong, yet right. Could be offensive or hurtful to your Black agent that you have in your office. So thanks so much for touching on that. And yes, Joanne Breen is absolutely a phenomenal leader and someone who has just been so passionate in hearing our voices. So thanks, another plug for Joanne for all the work that you've done. So that's it. This is another episode of Views from the Bridge. Thank you so much, Shanyelle.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. Guys, if you have any questions, you can email ghar@gharonline.com, subject line, Views from the Bridge. Thank you.